Well, hello, everybody.
Hello.
And welcome to the Love You podcast. And we are here to do what, my friend?
Give you all the ease.
We are here to educate, to empower, and to equip the body of Christ so that we can do this wonderful thing called
living the abundant life.
Yes. I just feel so special with our
It's just
pretty and pink.
It's all this, it's this Oprah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's Oprah and Gail in it. You know what I mean?
I feel it.
And I love the pink. Everybody
We're so pretty in the pink. Y'all got to be so pretty in the pink.
You can't see these, but listen, this is worth the price of admission down here.
All right, so
what are we getting into today?
So we have welcomed a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sister and friend of mine, Mrs. Debbie Butler Bailey.
Girl, get all those names right.
She said DBB.
All the names.
She said doing business.
There you go. But yeah, so bring her on today. I'm so excited. I don't have the official bio, but I'm just going back to we got years of friendship and sisterhood. And so when I asked her, she just pretty much just kind of jumped right in and was ready to support and to be here today. I'm so thankful.
I'm so proud of you guys.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. And she is here to help us talk about.
I'm sorry.
I mean, really, y'all?
I will get it with him.
Yeah.
It's in the name for me.
Yeah, a transitional phase for so many women, menopause.
Yes.
Well, I keep hearing mixed things. I keep hearing for all the ones, when my cycle comes, it's like, oh, baby, I don't know anything about that anymore. You'll be all right. Yeah. Just wait a little bit. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. And then the other one, like today with my hairdresser, in the middle of doing my hair, she had a hot flash, and I'm like, it's 12 degrees in here. It's 12, ma'am. For all the people, she's like, you an anemic people. I mean, but even non-anemic people are cold right now.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, and we all know I said we all know, but we understand that with menopause, it's where a woman's body, you have gone 12 consecutive months when there is no cycle. So that means, the whole hormone with the estrogen dropping and all that. Mm-hmm. And that's when you can experience a lot of the symptoms that come along with menopause.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I know I get your take on this. And y'all look, nobody at me or whatever y'all say about this stuff these days, but I have my mom. Oh, never mind. We'll explain. So I had these moments where, I know I'm in my 40s. Okay. Woo-hoo. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Born in the 1900s in my 40s. And so I have these moments, y'all, where, because my baby is 14 and my big baby is 25. Woo-hoo. Shout out to her 25th birthday yesterday. Yes.
Amen.
Oh. And, but y'all, sometimes I get little moments where I kind of, baby fever.
Oh, my.
Oh, no, I don't have any of that. I have 5 children. I have none of that. There is 0. I had children for me, you, and probably 2 other people. I'm good. I'll be somebody's auntie, and it probably 50
I always be Mimi.
grandma.
Always be Mimi. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Ain't a baby. Baby, what? What you mean? You just didn't have enough children. You didn't have enough babies. That's what it is. No, ma'am. Oh, I think I unplugged my mic. See?
What I'm saying is that every now and again I have a moment. You're like, what? It's coming to a point where I'm not gonna have the ability to have babies.
But you can adopt.
Yes.
Can you let me feel? Can you let me have my moment when I'm going?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes,
baby puppy.
Well, listen, thank you. Girl, stop. What you listen? Woo. What you mean? And that's only because you on this side, not up at 2:00 in the morning. Milk ain't leaking from your stuff. I know. I said you feel like that because you're not in the middle of it currently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. See how I just feel judged. It's okay.
It's not judged. We just trying to remind her. She on the frilly side of life. No, ma'am.
Listen. Now I do come back to my senses. I'm just going to tell you that. I just dip my toe for a second, then I come on back. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I do, as a woman, I have to say that I do have moments where I'm like, well, you know what, I won't be able to do that. And I feel away for 2 seconds. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, okay, but it's all the other stuff.
I feel like that's commendable.
Yeah.
I do. I feel like that's commendable.
Yeah.
I don't have those
Probably a lot behind
seconds.
that, but
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, I don't,
Thank you. I didn't know if I was heartless or what was happening, but
outnumbered.
I don't have those.
Yeah, you got grandbabies and all that.
Well, I have 5 children and a dog. And
got
most
6
of mine are still at the crib.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Well, moving on. There's that.
But listen, no, I'll send some of mine. It's okay. Yeah, I'll share. I feel like that she just opened an invitation.
Yeah. Right. But things are changing anyway, so we'll come back to that another time. It's another time. Yes. So, my friend, my sister, tell me about your experience, because you were saying, because you can go through it naturally or surgically. And you were
surgically.
Yeah.
That means they snatched it all out.
Like everything, ovaries and everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Ovaries.
And did something happen where it had to happen?
Yes, I had a fibroid tumor that was big as a grapefruit.
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
That actually was there when I had my 3rd child.
Oh, really?
Christina, yes.
Really?
It wasn't as big, but it was there. So even with the epidural, I still felt the pain.
Yeah.
So
wow, I go through a pregnancy with that because you don't have much space.
and she was my 2nd child, so it still was there when I had the 3rd one.
Yeah,
Brianna.
really?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So I think the way I feel is that things has advanced now than where they were, because I was born in 68.
And you look great. Born in
You look
68,
phenomenal. Thank you very much.
You're talking about the late 80s and 90s having babies, and things just weren't as advanced.
Yeah.
The easy way out for most African American women were to have a hysterectomy instead of maybe lancing this.
Yeah, they got different procedures. They can shrink the tumors and all that
shrink it
stuff.
down
Right.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So in my case, I went on 2 babies later, and then probably at the age of 35 is when I ended up having to have all that done.
Wow.
And to be honest with you, it was actually in a 2-part session.
Back up, sis. Excuse me.
It was a 2-part session. Sorry. First, they took the uterus out.
Okay.
1 year in 80. Yes, it was 2-part. So they was trying to save their ovaries.
Oh, so you had the
But
yes,
because I was having so many complications, which was more of scar tissues.
Okay.
That was my biggest problem. So when I did have my menstrual, still with it, I still was having complications.
Okay.
So what ended up happening is I was bleeding from this little man here.
yeah, it's all right. It's like
For like 18 days straight.
Wow.
And that was really like we got to do something. Had to do something.
Yeah. Okay.
So after that, I ended up, he put me on hormone therapy, which was it's called a Clamera patch. And I wore that my first year, I wore it, and I noticed I had a lump on my breast.
Yeah.
Well, I went in to get that checked, and it was benign. I continued to wear the Clamera patch, and then they scheduled me. I automatically had to be scheduled for a mammogram the next year, since I had found one lump.
Yeah.
Right.
So before I had the mammogram, that following year, I felt another lump.
Yeah.
That one scared me more than the first time. Honestly, I don't know why, but it did.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was benign as well, and I just stopped any hormone therapy after that. I just,
Because of the association.
meant I wasn't going to do it. So by not doing anything,
Okay, talk about it. Go ahead.
I almost lost my mind, honestly.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, mentally and physically, I just was in a mess. Like my body was, as the young lady was saying earlier, like my body was just in a mess. It was just doing stuff like on its own. Mentally, the focusing, I couldn't focus worth a crap. I just couldn't comprehend things. It really, really bothered me there.
Yeah.
And also sleep.
Sleep.
I tell you, I need to write a book. I hadn't had sleep in 40 years. But I could not sleep. Insomnia was horrible.
Yeah.
It still is, but not as bad as it was, but it was horrible. Yeah. So the sleep, not getting enough sleep, mentally just crazy, just drained, just couldn't focus, couldn't think. And also the embarrassment of sweating.
The hot flashes, yeah.
Okay.
So you embarrassed.
I mean, you would just be talking to someone and all of a sudden it's just like, like a
Really?
rainforest, like
Yeah.
just
And it's just sudden.
out of
and I mean,
anywhere.
I'm saying that even though
Out of
I
anywhere.
watched this woman who was doing my hair, and then when I tell you, all of a sudden she was like, "Oh, I said, what we were just
Yes.
you were combing, and there was a thing,
And the faster it come,
Yeah.
the faster
it
it go,
really.
and you go from hot to cold all of a sudden. And at night, one leg up, one leg down, covers on, covers off. You know,
Wow.
so yeah, it is a struggle.
Yeah. So how long do you feel like? Because after your surgery, when you feel like the symptoms started?
Oh, shortly after, like
The hot flashes and everything?
Yes, maybe
Yeah.
within.
and that was with the patch.
Well, the patch helped once because it was probably like 6 weeks after the surgery, I was on the patch.
Gotcha.
But it takes
Okay.
a while. So,
Great to get it.
so that the patch did help some.
Yeah.
You would have little breakthroughs every now and then, but not as bad. So once I decided not to do the patch completely, when it was horrible, it was really bad.
So you never tried anything else?
No,
like,
I was just
natural,
afraid. No. Oh,
No.
anything natural? No, I
like
didn't.
the wild yam.
Yeah. You didn't
They
try
talked
anything?
about black cohosh,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
didn't do that at all. I just didn't want it.
You just nervous about taking
Yeah,
something?
I really was.
Really?
I really was.
Even if it's natural, that's okay. I mean, I get that.
I was,
You went
even back
through
then,
too.
yeah.
Like, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
But we're
Where
more
you at?
educated about stuff now.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
So it's right now. I'm good. Like I still have the flash, but
You do?
yes, I
Really?
do. We talking about
Really?
25 years plus. I still have.
They say how many years it can happen.
Yes.
It can happen that
Yes.
whole process until
Yes.
it can. Yeah.
Isn't I tell you what, I just there are moments when and people are always like Eve, and I'm like, dude, I want to smack Adam too.
right.
Because
Yeah.
they try to trip and act like he was not standing right there.
There. Right. Yeah.
And it was, I think it was Stephanie Ike
It was
too
Stephanie
that
Ike.
said,
It was Stephanie.
you know, that
Yeah.
Eve was deceived, but Adam
He
wasn't
was
deceived.
deceived.
Like
He
you
was
just out
rebelling.
there trying to
He was
figure it
just
out,
rebelling. He was
sir,
rebelling, yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks, guys.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's powerful too. What you're saying about the mindset, because some of the research I was doing about, and they talked about the impact of depression and stuff.
Yes.
And I never a patient I had within the past month. She said it's been pretty much years she's been dealing with hot flashes, and she was like, "Erica, help me. Nobody's listening to me." And then I'm trying to look into natural therapy, like figure out something.
Yeah.
And you know, it's so many different avenues and all this kind of stuff. And the biggest thing I can say is that you know, you got to figure out what works for you. So like hormone
Yes.
replacement was not a good
wasn't
fit for
for
you.
me.
So you got to find what works for you. But I'm telling you, she is miserable. She is miserable. She said, "Erica, these hot flashes come." She said, "Do I have to live?" She's in her 60s, and she said, "I don't want to live the rest of my life like this." She said, "Hot flashes are just that bad."
They are. They
So
are.
I'm actually doing some more research to figure out, because her case is a little peculiar, what can we do to implement something for her? But she said it's impacting her quality of life
It
bad.
does.
And it's been years. She said, Erica, over decades. And she is suffering, and yeah.
And you know, in our thing, we do the endocrinology.
Yes.
Listen to me. So I often think, because you know, about it's been 6 or 7 years I went into AFib.
Oh, yes.
So
yeah.
I often wonder, because I was so stressed out because I couldn't get a clear answer why I went into AFib. But in the back of my head, all I could think of is that for years, I suffered with this menopause for years, and your heart, you get that palpitation, and your heart is racing at the same time. So with that being uncontrolled, you know, that goes in the back of my head too. Like, how long did I suffer with that before I went into AFib? Yeah.
So for our listeners, clarify AFib and then discuss what happened, so they kind of have a better understanding.
Okay, so in my case, it wasn't not AFib, it was a flutter.
Okay, atrial
Atrial flutter.
flutter. Yeah.
So
Like a quiver.
she was there with me.
Yeah.
My heart was just pounding. And
And this is post surgery,
no, this we're talking about years.
pre-surgery.
Well,
No,
post-
after hysterectomy.
afterwards, yes, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
afterwards. So this just happened to me about 6 years ago or so.
Okay.
And but I say that that's part of the menopause. Is a lot of women do have those palpitations and the heart racing.
Yeah.
Now I don't know does it actually throw you into the atrial field or the atrial flutter, but
Yeah.
that's just me in my head thinking maybe that it did because it happened for so long, you know, and I didn't know what was going on. I just know when those flashes come, those palpitations come.
with
Yeah.
it.
So
it is your heart, your body.
Yeah.
It's part of your body's response. So it's like it's so sensitive to temperature changes and how elements and all that good stuff. And it's very sensitive. So it's trying to
Throw everything
and
on.
it is to get it to start calming down. And so you go through this sensation of feeling and all that stuff comes with it. But the part you saying about that though, cardiovascular wise, the risk factors for atherosclerosis and building up a plaque in after with menopause.
Skyrocket,
Skyrockets, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So who knows, man? I'm telling you, this body is we fearfully and wonderfully made, but yes we are.
Yes, we are.
I'm like,
It's coming, girl.
and I go,
And the thing is, some women don't
I'm just like, I'll just bleed forever. Jesus is fine. We can rock out till you come pick me up.
But
it's
some
okay.
women do not. They actually don't experience it.
Well,
and I was trying to think, my mom. I don't recall my mom like because some people can recall. I don't have to call and ask my mom. Like I don't know. I don't recall her going through that with the hot flashes and all that stuff like that.
Now Jackie said she didn't either. That's why she kept telling me it's gonna be okay. Just you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
But you
Is
don't
that
go
your
through
mother?
it. No, she's a
Jackie.
friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
Like you're not going
it's
through
not the same.
it.
Yeah.
When I was working at the Secretary of State's office, the lady, such a sweet woman, and she was our receptionist, and she said, "Yeah, I never had anything." I was like, "Can I have your genes?" Like, I'm not even sure about mine, because my mom didn't share a lot of things with me, and
That's
so
another
you know what I mean. And she was older when she had me, so I really have no idea. But I was like. So on the one hand, I'm like, so it's possible to not have any issues, but then the onslaught of women with the with your testimony, where I'm just like, what the freak? Let's just go ahead and have a period. It's okay, like we'll figure out. With some Motrin,
Keep
call
it
Erica, get the little extra stuff, and then keep it popping because
And it's almost as if it's a type of whisper. Women don't really talk about it as much as we should, because I have to be honest, I was raised by men.
Okay.
My dad raised me, but it was a group of them, and you always hear them talk. So growing up, you would hear them say a woman was dead, like she was no good if she was in menopause of that nature. Oh yeah, yeah.
How traumatic is that?
Yeah. So
really,
So.
Oh wow.
I can remember when I got married the second time. I dare not tell my second husband. I did not mention it at all. Yes, because I didn't want him to think
that you
just not worthy.
I wasn't worthy.
Wow.
So was he wrong?
Wow.
Right. So wrong.
Right. Oh my gosh.
So
I didn't even think about that aspect of it.
I didn't.
Yeah,
and I've never even.
I've heard that growing up. Yeah. That she's finished. She's done. Like,
that's interesting because I've had a conversation recently with a good friend, a family friend, and he was saying about women over their 40, you're in your 40 or above 45, it's just like, okay, wow. That is not my portion.
Listen,
no.
As my birthday continues to creep around the corner, and like, I'm just, for me, it's even been like we talk about with my hair. I've had gray hair since I was 8 years old, and you get the people where they're like, "Are you gonna embrace it, child? It's been on my head since I was." What you mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like I've been dyeing my hair and so, and I'll clarify that the first strand we found when I was 8, and so I think about just how our society views aging. When you cannot be who you are currently, you cannot have the wisdom that you have. You cannot impart the same way. Like all of these things that you get, they come from living.
Yes.
Exactly. And I wouldn't be 25 right now to save 2 people's lives.
Sorry.
Like because I know that I wouldn't have it took everything to this point to make me, right? Including God being like, I'm going to give you this. This is part of being set apart, and you can be all right with it. You know what I mean? And so I think that kind of just rubs me the wrong way for somebody to say, but it goes along with the narrative for someone to say that once you hit menopause or even once you're 40, that it's over. Then what? If you're going to believe that narrative, then what might you do then?
Right.
I'm serious. Like, why even bother?
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, because what are you living for? Because
Yeah.
post 25, just call it even.
Yeah. Because to me now 60 is young.
And that's the thing, is that these people don't realize that your perspective is going to keep shifting.
Yes, it's going to keep shifting.
Because you're going to realize that A, you don't know anything at 20, and B, you really don't start living your life until after your 30s, if you're completely honest, because you start shedding all of the programming.
Honestly, hoping that you're shedding.
Yeah, well, yes. I mean, but usually that becomes a choice, right? Because but most people get to that age and you kind of start looking around like, even before it's all right, you're like, what? And you say certain things, you're like, who said that? Why? Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no way to get there if you don't continue to
live.
traverse.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But
I think you're better. And it's interesting. I saw, and you know how me and the little videos are, I sort of saw it for a half a second, kind of, and then closed it. Yeah. But it was Halle Berry talking about going through menopause and even having to consider her sexuality and her femininity. And I thought, and I'm listening to these people and I'm thinking, I'm like, I must have too much on my mind, because the way, like most days of the week, I'm just like, all right, good. Okay, so we made it. We got the bed on time tonight. Good job, Tammy. Okay, we were 15 minutes off tonight. You know what I mean? I'm still going through I'm still too focused on what I was sent here to do to be thinking about whether or not somebody thinks I'm finished.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. When it's like, even if that portion of my life is over, how amazing is it that I was ever able to bring life into the earth in the first place? Right? Yeah.
Well, I'm glad she brought that up, though.
Yeah. That was, Debbie, that's a lot.
It was. Because it played in my mind.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah. Well, can I just say, I feel you're fabulous,
and she is.
Like you are.
She's like super fabulous.
Like you really are. Like this is fabulousness personified. And our 3 words for today were powerful, vulnerable, and fierce.
Yes.
Fierce.
Yes.
She is fierce.
She is that. Yeah.
Thank you.
But she's one of the strongest people that I have ever met. Like, you know, her wherewithal and just kind of getting through those things like that. That's why I love her so much. But it's just, man, that's a lot of overcoming.
So let me ask you this.
It's a lot of overcoming.
What does your nutrition look like? What did it look like pre-menopause? Because that's what you were like 35, you said?
Yeah.
And then what does it look like now? And is it the same?
About the same. No, well, that's true. I do not eat pork or beef.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Beef is a hit and miss, but I definitely don't eat pork.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you eat out?
Yes, we do. Not a whole lot.
Yeah, because
my husband cooks. Yeah, he cooks. So
yes.
Okay.
Chef C. Yes, sir.
What about fried foods?
No, we don't do.
Okay. Okay. So, would you, if you know what a nutritious sort of diet looks like, and I really dislike that word, nutritious way of eating looks like, would you say that you're more along that line, or are you kind of in the middle?
Pretty clean.
Okay. Yeah.
Not a big snack person, but
okay.
You know, we at work, we finger. You know.
We have access to a lot of snacks.
Yeah.
And then what would you say as far as exercise or movement is concerned?
I'm probably more at work than anywhere.
And she's been invited to movement.
I have, and I was supposed to come Thursday, but I backed out, but I will be there.
She's coming.
I'm coming.
She's coming.
So back
because I really need that.
You do.
No, I really do.
I'm on a path somewhere.
Right. She's going. With her. Yeah.
I really do.
So cute.
At least I'm not doing the and the okay. Pick one or the other.
Yeah.
Glasses, not braces, not glasses and braces. So do you do any exercise now? No. Okay. When you were younger, were you more inclined?
Yeah.
You were way more active.
Yes.
Okay. And would you say that your job or your lifestyle in general is pretty high stress?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I mean, fish cake friend.
I work for the young lady to my left.
Oh, wait, you put me out there like that. Is just,
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But it's, I mean, a career is it's
so
involved.
tell me, tell me without me making assumptions, how you are handling your stress or not handling it.
Okay.
I think I do pretty good. And now you was talking about mental health earlier. Well, let me say this now. When we first started working at this job, she and I don't know whether it was the stress or what it was. I couldn't ever pinpoint it.
Yeah.
I could just cry at a drop of a dime. And she came up to me and she says, I don't know what's going on, but you're going to call Dr. Scarborough and she's going to put you on Lexapro.
Okay.
And I did, and they did.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I slowly weaned myself off probably about a year or so ago, maybe a little longer than that.
Okay.
But I was in therapy, and I did see Dr. Fab before he left.
Okay.
So I was in therapy. I was getting that mental health thing. I'm not ashamed of that because
Yeah, you shouldn't be.
she knows that stuff that I've been through.
Nobody should be ashamed of that.
Right. Yeah.
Even now, I still need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
So are you continuing on?
Not right now.
I'm a mental health
not-
advocate.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
not at this moment because I did not find someone else after he left.
I got
You know,
you.
so.
Yeah.
But I think I handle things pretty good. And then I'm not afraid to talk to anyone, and usually she's the one I talk to.
Okay. Okay.
No.
So you would say you don't necessarily exercise, which is a big stress reducer. You're not currently in therapy, but you are willing to go if you feel like you need it. Okay. And then nutritionally, you say you're pretty clean.
I think we do. I think I do pretty good
Okay.
as far as my eating habits.
Okay. So when you feel stressed, what do you do?
Probably get a movie. I'm probably gonna bury myself in a movie or a book.
So you disassociate. Okay. Have you ever?
And I do that. Though.
Yeah. I mean, well,
No,
So-
I mean like I literally will not talk to anybody.
She will clamp on down.
okay.
Wow.
My therapist said there's positive disassociation
And it's-
and the other kind.
Yeah.
And so the reading books and TV would be a positive disassociation because it has a time frame.
It does.
Yeah, it starts and then it ends. What about breath work? Have you ever considered?
No, but I have watched you do that. And then the 5, 7, 9, 7, 9, 8, 7, 8. Okay. I was close.
You were.
4, 7, 8. Yeah.
You were.
Yeah.
What is your hindrance? And I'm just curious. What is your hindrance to exercise? Because it is so closely related.
It's not a hindrance.
to-
I just don't make time.
Okay.
Honestly.
All right. And so I'm doing this with you because for our listeners,
People are
exercise helps mental well-being.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so apparently menopause is a booger beast.
It is.
And so if you're not moving,
Yes.
that should definitely be one of your first avenues as far as dealing with. And it also helps with weight loss because apparently things kind of get a little really wonky.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Easy on,
Yeah.
hard off, and it creeps up on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's harder to lose.
Than it was prior.
Much harder.
If you had, if there were 3 pieces of wisdom that you would give someone that is premenopausal, what would they be? How would you tell her to prepare to traverse this space?
Wow.
Because I'm listening.
Well, go ahead and embrace it
Okay.
because it's coming.
Much like my gray hair.
Whether it's sooner or later, or bits and pieces, but it's coming. So you're gonna have to try to embrace it, speak about it. Definitely talk to your healthcare provider,
Okay.
GYN.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I would say talk to your spouse as well.
Oh,
That's the main thing. That's one of the main things.
really?
And what does that conversation look? Okay,
because most people tend to think as women, oh, she's okay, she all right. She's just having a bad day. She'll be okay.
Or women are emotional.
Yeah,
anyway.
we're very emotional. So no. This is what's going on. I'm feeling this way because I really don't know why I'm feeling this way, you know.
Right.
But I think talking to your spouse, I wish I had, you know, instead of hiding.
Support,
you know, because they don't understand, you know. So I would definitely say,
Okay.
Embrace it.
If you have a spouse, talk to them about it.
And see your GYN. Definitely talk to the GYN.
Yeah. Therapies.
And figure out what's going to be your options.
Okay.
Yeah. And be open to not just the
Very
conventional
open.
stuff.
Yes.
Natural is wonderful.
Natural.
Wow. Yam cream.
It really is.
Seriously. I mean, I have wild yam cream at home.
Outside of every, you know, there's no blanket treatment that works for everybody. And
Because we're all different.
And we're all different. So, you know, we can come in here and say, do all this. And, you know, I think meditation is a good thing too.
Absolutely.
I think
Meditation, movement. Yoga provides you, I mean, depending upon your class, will provide you kind of with both of those as well as the strength work.
Yeah.
But it's definitely an inside out situation. So if you do that, then you're getting the best of both worlds.
And our
therapy for sure.
The breathing part. I mean, like when in the flash, I was reading, they were saying that actually at that point, taking deep breaths.
And I find myself doing that.
Relaxing. Because it's telling your body, hey,
it calms the nervous system.
Yes.
Like your breath is powerful. It calms the nervous system.
Yes, it is.
It is.
So it may not.
Not in the middle of the night, but I do it.
You sleeping in.
Throw that cup off.
Yeah, bless it. Yeah. Okay.
And it is something you have to remember to do. It was like, I can't remember what was happening. I was with Erica and something. I don't remember why I was kind of spazzing out. She said, girl, breathe. I was like,
and that's
right,
true.
breathe.
I do find yourself holding your breath a lot. I didn't know that.
I teach
until,
breathing.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was doing, but I realized I was holding my breath.
Yeah.
Like I literally was holding my breath.
Yeah. You'll do it.
Right.
You'll do it. Yeah. So, okay. And that was it. She just took a breath. That's all right.
Do it again.
Yeah.
She is holding on to it for dear life. I'm trying to pull up. She's like, girl.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you, sis.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate you all having me.
And,
Thank you so
and to
much.
shed
Hope
some
I
light on
help
some
someone.
perspectives.
Amen.
Just hope I help someone.
Yeah, absolutely, it's going to help somebody.
Yeah.
And I like the fact of saying about opening and just being just communicating.
Yeah.
That's big. I think
And
that's
embracing
big.
it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I would say embrace the entire process of going to the right of your birthday. Yeah. The entire, because it is a blessing that not everybody gets.
Right.
Everybody doesn't make it there.
Do not.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so this culture with ageism, that really needs to stop, because if your goal is 25,
Right.
good luck.
Yeah.
Just embrace the process. Like, you are sent here. You are purposed. You are a sent one. Child that keeps blessing me. You're a sent one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. But Pastor Ike, yes.
You're
That's
a sent
word.
one.
Check her
It's
out.
on purpose. Yes.
Sent one by Pastor Stephanie Ike. It's
That was amazing.
Word. Amazing word.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so I'm not trying to leave until I finish what I was sent here to do.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Well, she gonna write a book one day.
Yeah, and it's called, what was it again?
No sleep in 40 years.
No sleep in 40. Listen, just go ahead and sign my copy.
She got a couple books she can write.
Yeah.
Seriously. So I keep pushing her, so she's gonna get to it.
This is my pusher.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, I love
It's good. It's in a good.
It's okay, because Carla just said that and I've been told that. So everybody needs one. So thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Okay.
You know,
All right.
all the text, everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
Definitely.
Well, thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank
The
you.
sweet spirit of here. I love
You
it.
are.
I love it.
Yes, I feel it. Well, I love you.
And I love you. And we love you.
And we love you.
So y'all got to remember to
Like, share, subscribe. And like and share often.
Often.
Share
Yes,
often
yes,
because it's not just for you. If it
Right,
blesses
absolutely.
you, bless somebody else.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
even if you don't watch it, but you go, you know what, so and so might need it, send it to them. Yeah. You never know what's going to touch somebody or how you may be saving them.
Yeah.
So click the button.
Yeah.
Use it, don't let it use you.
And there you go. I like it. All right. All right. Until next time, everybody, we love you.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.